Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket News for Friday, the 5th of August. Today on the show, QuakeCon gets messy, parking in the living room, and come see me in the flesh. Nah, you have to come. And you will. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and QuakeCon kicked off overnight and brought with it plenty of bloody content. And by bloody, I do mean like viscera, not as in, bloody hell, mate, this weather, see you around, chucker. Quake Champions looks like Doom with a slightly expanded color palette. Apart from that, it also looks like it's going to capture the twitchy speed and skill that made those early titles so great. But people in the office who are big Quake fans are freaking out about the whole class ability angle. And while I will not play that game, I understand their concerns because Quake is supposed to be about just pure shooting skill. Though maybe that means I actually have a chance of doing okay in Quake Champions, right?
Excellent.
Maybe not. And speaking of games that look goddamn identical, the first of Doom's paid DLC, Unto the Evil, received a showy launch trailer. The $15 expansion brings in 3 new maps, new weapons, hack modules, and equipment, and a new player-controlled demon called the Harvester. Unto the Evil is out today. Now, were you aroused by the E3 Prey trailer? Don't be ashamed. I was too. Still am. Well, an official gameplay trailer dropped, which expands upon the mood set back at E3. It appears as though we'll be going on a first-person Dead Space adventure, trapped in space, going mad, and getting hunted by aliens who can take on the form of any inanimate object. And if that's not a recipe for pant wetting, I don't know what is. But be careful, because those wet pants, they could be an alien. Next up, an Elder Scrolls Legends is out today. Bethesda announced their free-to-play card game was heading into open beta on PC, and you can go and download it right now from their official site. I checked it out on this week's episode of Good Game, which is linked in the description below. It's not as shit as I thought it would be. The episode was pretty good. Moving on, and Bethesda also talked about Dishonored 2, but unfortunately that was all behind closed doors, but they did share some gifs of some new abilities. Here's a razor wire mine, because I don't think Bethesda have enough games where people explode. Well, that's QuakeCon covered, but there was a lot of other news that dropped overnight, so put on your safety goggles, everyone. We're going into power news mode. But be careful, those goggles could be an alien. XCOM 2's console release has been delayed. Instead of a September 6th release for PS4 and Xbox One, it'll now be out internationally on the 30th of September. Telltale has released a patch to remedy some of the issues with their Batman series. The patch forces the game to use a system's dedicated graphics card over the motherboard's integrated graphics, which they believe was the source of most of the problems. I don't know what they're talking about. The game ran fine for me. Before, and now the game's disappeared. Oh my... Is this really happening? I just want to play a video game. But this year, some games did work. Activision Blizzard is boasting that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is the best-selling game of this console generation. This ties in with the fact that the Call of Duty brand has pulled in more revenue in the first half of 2016 than ever before for the same period. And new old games are coming out. The Mega Drive versions, the good versions of Aladdin, The Lion King, and The Jungle Book are coming to PC via GOG. Torment Tides of Numenera is coming to PS4 and Xbox One alongside PC in early 2017, and a PS4 and PC revival of the classic RTS series Sudden Strike has been revealed. And from old games to new Thing of the Day. It's Thing of the Day.
You were expecting someone else?
YouTuber Sim2Go has put John, ladies and gentlemen, to shame with his incredible racing rig. Bringing the entire front interior of his car into the living room, this racer was able to create an authentic driving experience, cup holders and all.
You were expecting someone else?
Alright, that's it for today's Pocket News. My Pocketeers, but YouTubers, check out Ask Pocket this afternoon, where I cheer up Maiden Muse with a joke, and then I attack Gazra1971, who's fundamentally wrong with all of their opinions. And then if you are interested in watching the Dota 2 International, but you're confused by all the lights and sounds and colors, then you must be a baby. But fellow baby Rad has made a Dota 2 International primer for you to get caught up before the big event. That is up on iView and YouTube today. And finally, go to the Good Game website and join the anniversary card competition for a chance to win tickets to the Good Game 10th anniversary live episode that we are shooting here in Sydney in a few weeks' time. It'll be huge and you should come, but it's very limited availability, and we're doing it by who has the most talent at writing a birthday card. It's a very strange idea for a competition, but you should enter it. And while you're entering things on the internet, you should enter the Pocketeers, but not in a weird way, by joining the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. There are links to everything I was just talking about in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Rapature McMuffins. Thank you, McMuffins. If you've made a thing like McMuffins, please send it in. Until we next assemble my Pocketeers, Nick Boy out. Mwah.